Hey guys, so we're back again with another video. Today we are taking a look at the Mopar Limited-Edition vehicles. These began in 2010 with the Challenger and they've been released annually ever since. Today is part 3 looking at the vehicles from 2015 through 2017. Make sure to check out my other videos if you want to see more. I've done a part 1 and part 2. So each year Mopar releases a limited edition modified vehicle. So up until this point there had been a Mopar 10 Challenger, Mopar 11 Charger, Mopar 12 300, Mopar 13 Dart, Mopar 14 Challenger, and Mopar 15 Charger again. So this time around, we've got 3 different vehicles. Before we start, we can take a brief look at what Mopar actually is. The term was first used by Chrysler in the 1920s, created by a committee to use on cans of Chrysler Motor Parts antifreeze. By 1937, Chrysler began using it as a brand, and the name Mopar is a blend of the words motor and parts. The term now refers to Mopar Parts, which are the OEM parts for FCA vehicles, but can also be used as an overarching umbrella term to describe pretty much any Chrysler vehicle from Dodge to Ram to Jeep. Canada also began using the Mopar term starting in the late 1970s. So going back to the limited edition vehicles, these all feature custom paint and have many Mopar performance and cosmetic modifications that separate them from the regular vehicles, and they were all produced in very limited quantities. So let's begin. The first model on the list today is the Mopar 16 Rebel, which was out for the 2016 model year. This Rebel featured a limited production of just 500 vehicles with an MSRP of $52,460, which is around $2,750 more than a regular Rebel was. It's also available in just 2 colors, flame red and brilliant black two-tone, or a brilliant black monotone, and 4-wheel drive comes standard. These Mopar editions usually showcase Mopar custom accessories, and this Ram is no different. This Rebel includes a blacked out lower front fascia, aluminum dual bezel sport performance hood with a matte black graphic, off-road wheel flares, 17-inch satin black wheels with 285/70 Toyo AT open country tires, and a Mopar blue and black graphic stripe on both sides of the truck and also on the tailgate. Other features include powder-coated skid plates for the transfer case and front suspension, black tubular side steps, a spray-on bed liner, and a trifold tonneau cover with the Ram logo. On the inside you get a glove box badge with the serialized number of your Mopar 16, stainless steel door sill guards with the Ram logo again, and a custom owner's kit with tons of features like merchandise, a brochure, Ram tool bag, and a birth certificate that highlights truck specifications, date of manufacture, and the proprietary number. As for the performance, the truck has the 5.7-liter Hemi V8 with 395 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque, paired with the ZF's 8-speed automatic transmission, and there's a manual shift mode but no paddle shifters. Dealers also gave the option of adding a Mopar cold air intake and catback exhaust from the factory. 0 to 60 happens in 7 seconds, and the quarter mile in 15.5 seconds, and gas mileage is 15 city and 21 highway MPG. The Ram Rebel is a really nice truck on its own, but I really don't think Mopar has done enough here to separate it from the rest. They could have gone a little crazier with the Mopar theme, but hey, if you do see one of these or have one, it's definitely very hard to come by and very limited. The Mopar 17 Challenger is the 8th special edition vehicle here, this time celebrating the 80th anniversary of Mopar. So the official creation date of Mopar was August 1st of 1937, so by 2017 they were already 80 years old. And that's why Mopar decided to make just 80 copies of this version with 2 different paint schemes. The first is pitch black with contusion blue, and the second is pitch black with billet silver. So with 80 of each, there were just 160 total available. The base used was a 2017 Challenger RT Scat Pack 392 shaker, which then went to the Mopar custom shop to get some treatment. The roof was hand-painted black for the two-tone look. The starting price for one of these came in at $57,885, which was around $10,000 more than the same non-exclusive model. So that's the price you had to pay if you want one of these ultra-rare versions. Continuing with the other features, the hood and rear decklet spoiler were blacked out, there was a Mopar design badge, and black Hellcat exhaust tips were added, along with a 392 emblem that was painted by hand on the fenders. They really paid attention to detail, as the 3 in that badge was actually a Mopar M flipped around. The wheels were 20 by 9 inches with Dodge center caps. There's also another awesome feature under the hood, an 80th anniversary plaque that tells you which version you have out of 80. On the inside, there are silver Mopar logos embroidered into the seats, and the same silver stitching found on the doors and the other interior panels. Each customer also got an extensive Mopar 17 owner's kit that included tons of awesome little things. Inside the leather case you got Mopar valve stem caps, keychains, a welcome leather, hand-signed rendering of the car from FCA's design office, an information booklet, anniversary badge, acrylic design piece, and a vehicle birth certificate engraved on a metal plate that told you the vehicle specs, the date it was manufactured, and the vehicle number. Last but not least is the performance. Under the hood was a 6.4-liter 392 Hemi that made 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque, and this was paired to a 6-speed manual transmission. Helping the performance was a Mopar cold air intake, silver powder-coated strut tower braces, and 4-piston Brembo brakes. The air catcher duct system from the Hellcats was also found here, with the inside driver's side headlight having an air inlet. Overall, 0 to 60 happens in 4.5 seconds, and the quarter mile in 12.7 seconds. So these Mopar editions look really good. I just don't know if they're worth the extra $10,000 price tag. Last up today we have the Mopar 18 Edition Durango, limited to just 250 units for the 2018 model year. This was the 9th edition in Mopar's factory modified vehicles, and for 2018, this package cost a whopping $7,995 on top of the SRT price. With the starting price of $72,495, that means these Mopar 18 editions are nearly $80,000. So of course, that means the Mopar 18 is also based on the SRT models, and the 250 sales figure into the total of SRT sales numbers. Out of the 250, there were 2 colors available, 181 in Octane Red, and 65 in B5 Blue, with most models going to the US. Each Durango was two-tone with a black painted roof, black decal around the rear taillight, and they each received Mopar 18 badges on the grille and the rear hatch. Also included was a Mopar Performance catback exhaust system and performance lowering springs, and they were supposed to be dealer installed after purchase and included with your car. The exhaust system was 2.75 inches with 4-inch tips, and the springs would lower the SUV by 0.6 inches. Otherwise, performance is unchanged from the SRT with the 6.4-liter Hemi V8 with 475 horsepower, 470 pound-feet of torque, an 8-speed automatic transmission, and a 0 to 60 time of 4.5 seconds, with a quarter mile time of 13 seconds. Inside there is your choice of red or black SRT leather seats, embroidered with a light gray Mopar logo and stitching. You also get a serialized badge on the center console. Finally, as with the other vehicles, Mopar included a box with a limited edition metal stand, sheet of paper with the head of Mopar design signature with a congratulation letter, a brochure about your vehicle, and an individual vehicle build sheet. So all of these Mopar editions were awesome, but they seemed to fly under the radar and not sell too well, and there wasn't much hype for them as Mopar never really marketed them to create crazy demand. The expensive price tags might have had something to do with that, as these were all a huge premium over the regular vehicles, but that was the price to pay to have a very rare and limited edition car. But in any case, all of them look awesome. So that's the end of this video, guys. What do you think of the Mopar editions? Again, this is part 3, so make sure to check out the other 2 videos I've done so far. Are you one of the lucky 910 people who own one of these 3 vehicles? Let me know down in the comment section below. I think this is a great strategy from Chrysler to create more limited edition and desirable vehicles using Mopar parts. And remember, most of the customizations to these vehicles are parts that could be purchased from a dealer. Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for all your Mopar content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.